Hello, Steve Artsy 9. Well, it wouldn't be a Superman video if I didn't have a Superman figure with me. I had to talk about the box office. The second weekend and the first proper week of Superman, James Gunn's Superman, has been interesting. It had a 54% drop off for the weekend. It made 57.2 million in the second weekend. But it did really well during the week, and that was the surprising thing, because I wasn't expecting it to do well, because the initial weekend wasn't really big and not a lot of people attended. It made less money than Man of Steel, and that's not including inflation. Man of Steel, with all the previous screenings, was $128 million opening, but they didn't, back in the day, they didn't used to count the previous screenings, whereas now they roll them all in and they have a lot of previous screenings beforehand. So if you, either way, if you take the previous screenings out of James Gunn's Superman, it made less than Man of Steel, and if you include the previous screenings for Man of Steel, it made more money than Superman. So yeah, but the dailies were pretty good. It broke sort of records for like the biggest box office on those days in, I think, that particular month. Like Monday got 12 million, Tuesday 17 million, Wednesday 11 million, Thursday 10 million. Now Friday, as I said, it got a 54% drop off for the weekend, 57 million for the weekend, but it isn't doing really well internationally, which is hurting it overall, like the box office. A lot of people are saying, oh, it'd be lucky to make 500 million. I think that's, people are just being ridiculous. I think it's going to easily make 6, 7. It's going to make as much as around the same as Man of Steel, but I don't think it's going to make more. I don't think it's really going to profit either. But as far as the studio is concerned, it doesn't need to profit. They're just launching this new universe. They're basically sacrificing Superman on the altar of a new universe, and they really don't care. So I don't think it's going to matter whether they actually make money out of this, because the international box office is 173 million, 173.1 million. And the domestic's 243 million, so that's 416 million altogether. So that's doing okay, and it doesn't seem that far to 6 or 7 million, but we're having Fantastic Four start up and it's in its second week, and I think a lot of people weren't sure about seeing the film because Man of Steel was a lot darker, I think, and it wasn't really a kids' film. It wasn't really fun. And once the word got out that it was sort of like a comic book sort of movie, I think a lot of people showed up during the week that didn't show up on the weekend. So it would have probably done better on the weekend had it not been like the third reboot in like, well, I don't know how many reboots they've done in the last like 20 years. Man of Steel, yeah, no, so that's 2. So yeah, the third one really since like 2000, and I think it was 2006 was the Brandon Routh one. So yep, that's the box office. A little bit surprised it did well during the week, but it kind of makes sense. But can't really. The drop off was okay. It wasn't really bad. And the international box office though isn't very good. It's actually closed in some markets because it's a very American film, and a lot of international, moviegoers, they have their own box office, have their own, movies, so they don't have to sort of worry about it so much. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the box office. It's I'm guessing 700 to 800 million is what it'll probably end up being. So but that would, I don't think it's going to beat Man of Steel. I really don't, and that was only 670, I think, so even with inflation. But I'm saying 7, so I'm just going to say that and see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of its big week and okay weekend. Yeah, because I think it made 177 during the week and 58 in the weekend. So not bad for Superman.